From the News Channel 5 network, this is Pharmacist on Call.
Good evening, Nashville, Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky. Those of you as far west as Jackson. Those of you as far east as McMinnville. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call with your host, Dr. Sean Pruitt. And if you're watching this show, I am your community pharmacist. Well, everyone, welcome to our April edition. Happy April Fool's Day to all of those of you who indulge in such. This is your 1 hour forum where you get to call in with those questions and those comments. Rule number 1, there are no silly questions. So feel free to call in. This is an open forum. We understand that your doctors and your pharmacists are busy. They don't have time to answer all of those questions. But for this 1 hour every month, I do. So give your Pharmacist on Call a call. As we usually do, we're going to get into our birthdays, condolences, and congratulations, or what have you. So we wanted to wish a happy birthday to one of my pharmacy technicians, Miss Yasmin Polite Barnett. So happy birthday, Yaz. Excuse me, happy birthday to a few of my fraternity brothers. Actually, one is celebrating his birthday today. Christopher Gardner, also known as Hollywood. In fact, he should be celebrating right now as we speak, I believe. I wanted to give a shout out to my brother Gerald out there in Chattanooga, and HB, Skinny Dog, and to Bernard E. Lesser, also known as Smooth B, Kappa Sig 81. Happy birthday, brothers, those of you who were born in April. I also did want to do some condolences as well. We lost a couple of friends to the pharmacy. The first is Miss Sylvia Cannon, who transitioned some months ago. I just found out today after speaking with some family members. And then, unfortunately, Mr. Willie Morris has transitioned. He was our eldest patient. Probably, I think he would have been like 96 years old. So sorry to see him go. Man, really tough guy, Mr. Morris. So condolences to his wife and the rest of his family as well. I did want to send out some congratulations to my line brothers. On April 5th, Monday, we will celebrate 32 years in Omega Psi Phi fraternity. Root to the Brus, so 6 sons of Slanger. Happy birthday, and happy 3-year anniversary to the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Line name is 100 Flames. So good friends Benita Fields, Lenore White, and the rest of your 98 line sisters. Happy 3-year anniversary to you as well. All right, so we are going to get into it. Looks like the calls have started coming in already. So we're going to start with Debbie. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call. Let me help you. Oh, Debbie?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. How can we help you?
Yes. I've been watching you here recently on TV, and I'm having a lot of problems out of my legs in the last year. First of all, my hips, I feel like sometimes like my leg bones are going to pop out of my hip. And I don't know if I've got vein disease in my legs. My legs are feeling really heavy and really tired, and they're just painful. And I'm wondering, is there anything that you could tell me that I could do to maybe, get this fixed? Because my doctor doesn't listen to me, and they're not taking me seriously. And I'm in a lot of pain, and I'm having problems getting around.
Okay, so let's start out by finding out what medications are you taking?
I'm taking gabapentin, and I take vitamin D right now, and iron, because I was low in vitamin D and iron.
And those are the only 2 medications that you're on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's the gabapentin for?
The gabapentin is for neuropathy in my feet and legs.
Okay. Have they ever taken a look at your spine, at your back, to make sure your nerves aren't being compressed?
No, sir.
It may be worth a visit to a chiropractor to make sure that certain nerves aren't being compressed, causing that pain in the legs and the tired feeling.
Okay.
And I think most of them will do like an initial consultation for free, maybe an x-ray for $20, but at least you can find out where your problem area is.
Okay.
And that's what it sounds like. It's neuropathy related. So you've already confirmed the type of pain that you have. But yeah, it looks like we need the issue is in the back is what it sounds like. If you wanted to add on to help with that pain, maybe some CBD oil, some hemp oil.
Yes, I've been hearing you talk a little about that on here, and I was going to ask you, would that be a good option or something I could try?
Yeah, in fact, if you're in the area, stop by the pharmacy and we'll let you try it out for free and see if you like it, see if it does anything for you.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. All right, thank you.
Okay. All right, bye-bye.
All righty, bye-bye. Okay. Also, everyone, I did want to make an announcement. Starting Monday, believe it or not, we will be doing the COVID-19 vaccines. So start making your appointments. You can give us a call at the pharmacy. The producer is going to leave the number at the end of the show. So make sure you call for those. And this is for the first dose only. If you've already gotten your first dose, then this one isn't for you. These are for the people who haven't gotten their first dose yet. And the one that we have is Moderna. So for those of you who were looking for Moderna for whatever reason, then that is the one that we'll be giving. So no Johnson & Johnson, no Pfizer for us. But we will start that Monday at about 9:15 a.m. So the hours will be from 9 to 6 that we will be doing the vaccines. So give us a call. And okay, but in the meantime, I guess we can talk about COVID-19 and some of its manifestations for those of you who haven't seen the show in a while, or this is your first time, so you can kind of understand what the virus is doing to you and how the vaccine and other things are supposed to help. So what COVID-19 is, it's a virus, a very infectious virus, and what it does is it enters the body through what we call ACE2 receptors, and these are receptors that are located in every organ or piece of tissue or what have you. With these new variants, they can enter in through other places besides the ACE2 receptors, but we'll talk about the ACE2 receptors just for a minute. So for instance, when the virus comes in contact either through the nose, the mouth, or the eyes, and it comes into the contact with your ACE2 receptors in your heart. Oh, it looks like we had another call, so we'll pause that right quick. Okay, looks like we've got Donna. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call. Let me help you. Oh, Donna?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. I may help you.
Oh, yes, sir. I had a question. What do you know about the chemical addiction that one could obtain from Xanax?
Okay, you're saying the chemical dependency that one can get from Xanax?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Explain your question so I make sure I answer you correctly.
Okay. If one becomes chemically dependent, how do they really overcome the side effects?
Man, good question. All right, so for those of you
like one being seizures.
Okay, so we'll talk about seizures, we'll talk about the flu-like symptoms, we'll talk about the nausea, the body aches, and all that. All right, so
Yeah.
and I'll answer and let you listen here on air because I did want to say something before I address the question. All right, but thank you for the call, man.
I could.
All right, thank you, Donna. All right. So Donna asked a very good question, and so as you know, opioid addiction is a very serious issue, certainly here in Tennessee. So what happens is after a while from taking these, your body becomes, as she said, chemically dependent in order to feel good. And if you remove that thing, no matter whether it's Xanax, Percocet, Lortab, what have you, your body begins to go through withdrawal symptoms, and they mimic flu-like symptoms. And in cases with drugs like Xanax, if you abruptly stop them, yeah, it can lead to seizures. But it can also lead, like I said, the flu-like symptoms, the body aches, depression. So it has mental manifestations as well. Well, how do you combat that, Donna? The way that you do that is you need something that is going to raise the serotonin. You're going to need something that is going to stop the body aches. You're going to need something to get rid of the flu-like symptoms. You're going to need something that's going to occupy or block those opioid receptors so that you don't feel sick and nauseous. So we've had a number of people who have taken things even like oxycodone, but once they get on the CBD, the hemp oil, then they begin to feel much better. In fact, it's what allows them to come off of those medications because there is no sickness, and that's what keeps people on it. Many people think, he just wants to be addicted, he wants to take the pills, but that's not necessarily the case. Your body's dependent on it. But we're up on another break, so we'll probably get back into that. You all stay right there.